Khan coming at you again with another video today from the Philly on Cigar Lounge, and hanging here with my man Charles Walhingford, sipping on my beer, but not in a glass. I'm a bottle baby. And we have another topic of discussion, and that will be, does the watch make the man, or does the man make the watch? Personally, I think the man makes the watch and not the other way around. If you're a confident man, you know, you can wear anything. Your confidence is gonna, come out and show, you're gonna see it in the world. And to me, a watch shouldn't do that for you. Even though I'm quite sure there are people that, they might not be that confident, but if they wear a nice suit and throw in a nice watch, it might make them feel better and a little more confident. But I think no matter what watch you wear, from a $300 watch to a $100,000 watch, you should make that watch, not the other way around. What do you think about that one, Charles?
And I'm on board with you, but I'm not on board. Because I like to deal with reality. I like to deal with what is. I'm always that person to say, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. A lot of people say, well, it makes a sound because the natural vibrations, blah, 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 but no one's there to see it or hear it. To me, it doesn't happen. I am an absolute product of perception is reality. And not to say you have to have that name brand on your wrist, but to me, it tells me about you, especially watch collectors. A watch, I did the video before. If I see somebody with the basic
Damn, the cigar's falling apart. See that? Just got it. Freaking thing's falling apart. But sorry, go ahead, Charles. That was driving me nuts.
Oh man, I said it before with the Submariner. If you have that basic Submariner, you're telling me a story about yourself. If you're wearing a Submariner no date, you're telling me about yourself. Meaning, especially watch. Now, if you're not a watch person, well, no, even if you're a watch person or what have you, but like I said, if you have that basic Submariner that everybody has, I put you in a certain category. Now, does that category make you a bad person? No, but you if you're wearing that Submariner and and your rest of your clothes look like crap, or they're wrinkled or whatever, more so along these lines, maybe having a nice iron shirt, but it's not a name brand shirt, makes me feel a little bit different about you. If you have a nice watch that you're taking care of and you're proud of, no matter what you're wearing, I guess that's more so. Maybe is that what you're getting at? Well, you're proud of what you're doing, you're proud of yourself?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, actually, this brought up a thought as you were talking. Personally, like I said, most of the watches that we collect, the average person doesn't know. From the Balls to the Zins to the Breitlings. I mean, obviously, if you have one of those popular watches, a Rolex, an Omega, a Tag, a Movado, even an Invicta, people are going to look at you differently than they would, say, if you're wearing a ball watch, because the average person isn't going to know what that ball watch is, but they're going to know what that Movado is. They're going to know what that Tag is. So needless to say, that's why I say the man should make the watch. Because if you walk in with your ball and I walk in with my Movado, I think the Movado would get more attention than the ball would, just for the simple fact of name recognition, being advertised and everything else. So then as you walk into a place, I mean, obviously you know what you have on your wrist. May it be a Panerai, may it be a Breguet, or whatever it is. But needless to say, now you walking into a place where people don't know about watches, you actually are making that watch. Whereas the other way around is, if you are wearing a Rolex, if you're wearing an Omega, you're wearing a Tag, that can actually make you, because the average person know these watches. They say you got a Rolex. Oh, this guy must be very successful. He's making some money. The Omega, the Tags of the world. But now when you're wearing that Breguet, like we like the Type 20, we both love that watch. But it's one of those things, you walk in a room full of people, they're not going to know what that is. Then you, the man, has to make that watch. Whereas if you go on the flip side of it, the watch can make the man, but it's got to be one of those highly marketed brands. And then you walk in the room and people see that Rolex, okay. They see that Omega, they're going to say okay. But you walk in with your Patek on, people are like, what the hell's that?
That's true. That's true.
You know, so you actually have to bring that off, you know, with confidence in yourself as a person. So to me, you know, that's one of those little lines where the brands that we buy and we like, the average person doesn't know. So then
no, they don't know. Again, we're thinking about the whole conversation, because it goes back to before the watch. Does a man make the suit? The suit make the man. You get treated differently the way the clothes you're wearing.
Oh, I'd agree 100%.
You get treated. Go to a jewelry store or a watch boutique in a suit, and go to a watch boutique in a shirt and jeans. You're gonna be treated differently.
And that can happen.
Now, once you open your mouth, that changes everything.
No doubt about
that. If you're wearing that jeans and that T-shirt, and you're talking about barrels and balance wheels and hairsprings, they're gonna start treating you differently. Now, if you're wearing that suit and you say, "I like that watch because it looks good," they're gonna treat you differently also.
Yeah, I mean, when I, you know, get dressed up for work and I got my nice little suit on, this and that, you know, you go to restaurants, I've gotten better tables, I've gotten better service, because people look at me and go, this guy's gonna be a good tipper. But you know what? The average person doesn't know the watch that I have on, but they can see that my suit's been tailored for me, so they know. Just like our good buddy Eric here at Radcliffe, his stuff is completely tailored all the time. The guy dresses like to the nine, has that little David Beckham look to him. And you know, any place he would go into, he's probably going to get immediate respect just by the way that he is dressed. You know, but then sometimes you want to be casual like this. You don't want people knowing what you have, and just walk in and you can go about your business. When you look too flashy, people might be coming up to you for reasons that you may not want. I mean, I've had that happen, you know.
So what you're basically saying is, you don't have to have that name brand watch. You can make people understand you have something nice from your whole persona.
Yes, and that's where all this collecting should come from. It should come from here, not here, because needless to say, you spent $20,000 for that Patek. Okay, now let's go someplace and see what we get. You get nothing. But then you go spend $500 on the Movado, and you got all the attention of all the girls in the room. You know, it's like, okay, he's got that sweet Movado on. You wear your Patek, it's like, unless, you know, it's a high-class chick who knows how to spot something out like that, but the average chick isn't going to spot it, you know? So certain watches can make the man, but the watches that Charles and I both like, as men, we have to make those watches.
That's very true. That's very true.
Once again, this is Style Khan. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I'd like to thank my man Charles Walhingford for hanging with me, smoking a stogie, drinking a little beer here, and thank Aphelion for allowing us to film as usual, and I will see you in the next video.
See you in the next video.